Hello everyone. Making the toughest choices in life often isn't about picking right from wrong. It's about deciding between the simpler route and what really needs to be done. Life isn't straightforward for those who dare to be different, especially if you identify as a Sigma female. You've opted for a journey where being self-reliant is more important than seeking others' approval, where meaningful goals are chosen over ease, and where being true to yourself matters more than blending in. However, this road brings its own challenges that require you to make hard choices. These choices not only set you apart, they mold you into the exceptional person you are. Being a Sigma female involves cherishing your distinctiveness, even when it makes you feel alone. It involves safeguarding your inner peace, even at the expense of losing some connections. It's about recognizing the right time to leave, the right time to stand up, and the right time to listen to your gut over everything else. These decisions are tough, but they are what empower you. In this video, we'll explore 12 of the most challenging decisions every Sigma female faces. Watch till the end to learn how these decisions highlight your strength, intelligence, and courage. Keep watching. You won't want to miss out. Let's jump in, everyone. Number 1. Picking honesty over pretending to be someone they're not. Being a Sigma female means you live in a world that often doesn't get you and is scared of what it can't understand. You're not one to pretend to be happy, laugh just because, or agree with everyone just to avoid conflict. You care too much about being real and honest. However, being true to who you are comes with a cost. When you pick being real over fitting in, people will get you wrong. They might think you're unfeeling because you don't just show warmth whenever asked, see you as proud because you don't look for others' approval, and find you stubborn because you stick to your values. It's tough being misunderstood. It's painful when others think your quiet strength shows you don't care, or they see your self-reliance as not caring about others. But even with the harsh judgments, you won't fake who you are. You understand that pretending might make people like you more, but it would make you lose something much more important: your integrity. Being a Sigma female means choosing the tougher road. It means holding your ground when others try to change you to meet their standards. It means leaving behind those who try to control you, even if it means you're on your own. It means turning down shallow compliments and fleeting relationships because you want something genuine, even though it's hard to find. Indeed, it's possible that people might never completely get you, and you're okay with that now. When others don't understand, it really reflects more on them than on you. You're not meant to conform to what they expect. You're meant to create your own story. This decision can be tough, but it's also freeing. Eventually, you'll see that being free to be who you really are is worth all the times people misunderstand you. Number 2. Understanding that not everyone can join them on their path. The Sigma female follows a unique path, and with it comes a tough reality. She can't take everyone with her. This isn't because she's arrogant or doesn't care. It's about her own growth. As she changes, her focus becomes clearer, her priorities change, and what she once put up with doesn't fit into the life she's creating. It's a tough choice that affects her deeply, but she knows she can't keep everyone close if she wants to keep advancing. People often think being loyal means staying the same, but the Sigma female disagrees. For her, being true to herself and her personal growth is most important. She realizes not everyone is meant to be part of her journey, and trying to bring them along can hold her back. Some can't match her drive, others don't get her need for independence, and many just aren't ready to evolve as quickly as she does. Letting go is hard. These might be people she once loved deeply, trusted completely or relied on. Yet, as hard as it is, she chooses not to sacrifice her own possibilities just to keep things comfortable. She understands that remaining in relationships or friendships that no longer serve her goals can hinder her progress. The Sigma female doesn't abandon people because she's unfeeling. She does it out of a respect for honesty. Not everyone is supposed to accompany her for every part of her path, and though saying goodbye might feel like she's losing parts of herself, it is a crucial step towards becoming the woman she's meant to be. For the Sigma, personal growth is always the most important thing, even when it's painful. Number 3, distancing from family when personal limits are ignored. For a Sigma female, few choices are as tough as breaking away from family. We often hear that family should always come first because they're related by blood. However, Sigma females can see past this false belief. They know that setting limits is not just a suggestion, it's a way to respect oneself. When family members continue to overstep these limits, despite the deep hurt it causes, the Sigma female bravely decides to leave. This choice isn't about being mean or bitter. It's not about getting back at anyone or making them suffer for their actions. It's about looking after her own peace and mental health. A Sigma female realizes that harmful behaviors can deeply damage her, no matter who they come from. Just because someone is family doesn't mean they can disrespect, manipulate, or abuse her generosity. Others might criticize her for this decision. Moving away from family can lead to being judged as ungrateful or self-centered. But a Sigma female doesn't let these opinions shape who she is. She understands the courage required to love someone, but still walk away to protect herself. Leaving her family doesn't mean she doesn't love them. It shows she values herself enough not to remain in relationships that bring her down. It's her way of showing her self-worth, fighting for her emotional independence, and making it clear that no one, not even family, has the right to mistreat her. While it's painful for her, this choice also proves her inner strength. The Sigma female prioritizes her dignity over feeling guilty, seeks tranquility instead of turmoil, and chooses to be genuine rather than feeling forced. She understands that, despite others' opinions, her personal well-being is not something to be compromised. Number 4, giving up temporary fun to achieve lasting happiness. Sigma females often resist the temptation of quick satisfaction because they weigh the long-term benefits over short-lived pleasures. They realize that brief excitements, like a fleeting romance, a quick thrill, or an easy but unrewarding job, can distract them from their main goals. While others might rush towards these immediate joys, Sigma females hold back. They know that real success and happiness come from being patient, disciplined, and willing to make sacrifices. Choosing to skip short-term delights isn't simple. It means rejecting things that many might eagerly accept, relationships that seem perfect at the moment but lack depth, jobs that give quick money but limit personal freedom, or fun moments that might throw them off their dedicated path. It takes great self-discipline to overlook these temptations, especially when they promise immediate comfort or rewards. However, Sigma females focus on the bigger picture. Their ability to postpone immediate gratification is often unnoticed by others, who might see them as missing out on great chances or making life unnecessarily tough. But Sigma females are not bothered by this view. They believe that the discipline they practice today will bring them rewards far greater than any temporary satisfaction could. Sigma females focus on pursuing careers they love, forming strong connections, and living life their way. They stay focused on their big goals, which helps them remain steady. Instead of going for quick, fleeting pleasures, they choose to give up some immediate joys to build a future that reflects their true values. They don't avoid happiness. They aim for a type of happiness that is real, deserved, and lasting. While others might give in to temporary temptations, Sigma females accept the challenge of discipline, knowing it will guide them to a life they can genuinely cherish. Number 5. Battling their urge to always be in charge. Sigma females value their independence and often have a strong need to control their environment. They are accustomed to overseeing every aspect of their lives, directing their paths, and making sure things go their way. However, they understand that this need for control can become a heavy load, one that limits growth, causes stress, and stops them from truly enjoying the unexpected twists of life. Time and time again, they face the tough decision to let go of their urge to control everything and trust life's natural course. This decision is not simple. Despite their independence, Sigma females can get caught in the habit of overseeing every detail of their lives, including their work, relationships, and emotions. They are natural perfectionists, motivated by the desire to mold every situation to their liking. Yet, they realize that life doesn't always follow their plans. Things fall apart, people change, and surprises come up. At these times, they must choose to surrender control, even when it seems like disorder is taking over. Overcoming their craving for control demands a level of self-awareness and emotional maturity that is rare. Sigma females know that the more they hold on to control, the more they restrict their own potential for personal growth. At times, they need to take a step back and let things happen naturally, even if it means dealing with uncertainty or discomfort. This is about finding the right balance between keeping their freedom and letting life take its natural path. For a Sigma female, learning to let go of control is one of the toughest lessons. It might feel like giving in to chaos, but it's really a sign of strength. By giving up control, they open up room for unexpected joys and growth that wouldn't be possible if they were always trying to direct everything. It's about being at peace with not knowing everything and having faith that things will sort themselves out, even when everything seems mixed up. We deeply value every single one of you as a cherished part of our community. Your unwavering support inspires us and drives our commitment to creating impactful content. Thank you for your involvement and uplifting encouragement. Number 6. Turning down great chances if they limit their freedom. Freedom is more than a choice for them. It defines who they are. While many people run after any chance for more money, fame, or approval, Sigma females have a unique way of seeing things. They realize that not every opportunity is as wonderful as it seems. A job with a fancy title, a profitable deal, or a well-known partnership may seem ideal to others, but if it restricts their freedom, they will quickly reject it. This choice isn't simple. Turning down what others desperately want can lead to misunderstanding, criticism, and even mockery. Some may call them ungrateful or too fussy, but Sigma females aren't trying to win anyone's approval. They look at the broader implications. For them, no amount of money or fame is worth giving up their freedom. The thought of being tightly managed, controlled, or stuck in a situation that limits their independence is simply unacceptable, no matter how attractive it might be. Each time they refuse one of these seemingly perfect opportunities, they remind themselves of the cost of remaining true to their principles. It might mean they miss out on immediate gains or have to put in more effort to forge their own way. But for Sigma females, this sacrifice is entirely worthwhile. They prefer to create their own place in their own way, instead of being limited by what others expect or demand. Making this choice shows courage and a strong sense of self-worth. It's not that they are turning away from success. Rather, they are choosing to define success in their own unique way. While others might pursue glamorous chances, the Sigma female concentrates on what's truly important to her: the freedom to live, work, and succeed on her own terms, without making any compromises. Number 7. Valuing their self-worth more than romantic relationships. For a Sigma female, love is strong, real, and life-changing. However, she has often learned through hard lessons that love by itself can't keep a relationship going. Respect is just as important. When love comes without respect, it turns into a harmful fantasy, one that might boost pride, but eventually wears out the spirit. The toughest choice a Sigma female has to make is to pick her dignity over the love she feels for someone else. Even with a deep emotional bond, she knows that staying in a relationship where she isn't valued equally will only reduce her self-worth. This isn't a decision she takes lightly. Leaving someone she loves takes a lot of courage and a strong commitment to herself. It's not about being unfeeling or leaving someone who needs her. It's about understanding that love without respect is uneven and unfair. Without respect, love can feel oppressive, controlling, or disrespectful, and no matter how much she loves someone, Sigma females won't let themselves be treated poorly. Choosing self-respect over love isn't heartless. It's about protecting who she is. It's a choice that comes from knowing she deserves the same respect, kindness, and appreciation that she gives to others. She refuses to stay in a situation where she feels constantly underappreciated, even if the love seems genuine. It's a heartbreaking decision, and it might seem like she's giving up part of her heart. But Sigma females understand that true love isn't possible without self-respect. The most important lesson she learns about love is recognizing when to leave to protect her emotional health. When there's love but no respect, leaving isn't about rejecting someone, it's about protecting herself. Number 8. Putting their peace of mind above seeking approval from others. Sigma females value inner peace above all else in everything they do. While society often judges success by titles, awards, or public approval, they understand that these outward signs often carry hidden costs, which they choose not to accept. When it comes down to preserving their mental health or seeking approval from others, they always prioritize their well-being, even if it's the more challenging choice. This isn't about lacking drive or avoiding interaction with the world. Rather, it's about realizing that no level of external praise is worth inner distress. Sigma females are aware of the toll that demanding environments can take, whether it's in a stressful job, a competitive social group, or a harmful relationship. The constant pressure to validate themselves to others can lead to exhaustion and losing their true self, so they bravely decide to step away, even if it means giving up what many would consider successful. Opting for inner peace involves setting limits with people who exhaust them and rejecting opportunities that aren't genuine. It's a personal choice that often contradicts what society expects, but Sigma females prefer not to live a life controlled by others. Sigma females know that real happiness comes from staying true to their values and looking after their mental and emotional health. By putting their own peace first, they make a strong statement. They won't compromise their self-esteem. They don't rely on praise or acceptance from others to feel good about themselves. Instead, they find joy in being true to themselves, without excuses. While this approach might not make them the most popular, it lets them flourish in ways that seeking approval from others never would. Number 9. Letting go of grudges but remembering the lessons. In a Sigma female's thoughts, It goes something like this. I've forgiven you. We're not enemies, but I prefer you keep your distance. For Sigma females, to forgive doesn't mean to excuse someone's bad behavior or to act as if the pain they caused never existed. Instead, it's their way of letting go of the heavy feelings of anger or bitterness. However, while they forgive, they don't forget. They move past holding grudges or negative feelings, yet they hold on to the important lessons from those experiences, as these insights are crucial for their growth and self-care. Forgiving while remembering is a delicate mix of kindness and alertness. Sigma females recognize that everyone makes mistakes and they're ready to show kindness when it's justified. Yet, they also understand that forgiving too easily can make them susceptible to more hurt in the future. Their ability to forgive reflects their emotional depth, but their choice to remember shows their intelligence. They view forgiveness as a personal benefit, something that helps them feel free, while their memory acts as protection for what might come next. This approach can sometimes feel lonely, especially in a society where people often think forgiving means fully mending a relationship. However, Sigma females do not agree with this assumption. They choose to forgive for their own inner calm, not necessarily to mend relationships that are no longer helpful to them. For them, forgiving is a way to keep moving on, while remembering keeps them aware of the lessons they've learned from past experiences. Sigma females let go of grudges while still guarding their limits. They keep their hearts open to new experiences and opportunities, but they are careful and fully aware. This balance, being kind but watchful, helps them handle relationships and difficulties with elegance and strength. It's not an easy road, but it ensures that while they may forgive, they never compromise their own values. Number 10. Refusing influence or power that comes with conditions attached. Sigma females believe that power is only valuable when it matches their values and lets them remain true to themselves. Many people pursue power and influence without thinking about the consequences. But Sigma females are more careful. They realize that power can come with hidden catches, like secret motives, unspoken rules, and having to give up their honesty. And for them, no amount of power is worth losing their freedom or their principles. Turning down power isn't easy. Chances to lead or be in charge often come with the promise of fame and recognition. But Sigma females look deeper. They question, what will this cost me? Who really gains from this? What must I sacrifice? If the answers don't feel right to them, they confidently turn it down, no matter how appealing it might seem to others. People often misunderstand this choice. They might see Sigma females as lacking ambition or being unthankful, thinking that rejecting power shows weakness. However, Sigma females understand that it shows much more strength to say no than to accept a role that doesn't fit their true self. Sigma females believe that power isn't worth it if it costs them their freedom, true self, or peace. They avoid power that comes with conditions to keep their independence safe. They prefer to gain influence their own way, even if it's slower or unlike usual ways. This decision keeps their self-esteem intact and makes sure that when they do have power, it's genuine, clean, and completely their own. It's a hard decision, but it strengthens their role as leaders who are free from others' control. Number 11. Choosing integrity over convenience. For a Sigma female, integrity isn't just a nice word. It's a cornerstone of her very being. It's the inner compass that guides her through life's toughest storms. She knows that the easier route might often involve cutting corners or bending her morals just a bit to fit in or get ahead. Yet, she chooses to stand by her principles even when it means taking the long, hard road. This choice may lead to more challenges and fewer shortcuts, but it's her unwavering commitment to doing what's right, not just what's easy, that truly defines her. This decision may not always bring immediate rewards, but it earns something far greater, a deep sense of self-respect and trust in herself. This integrity is what makes her not just a leader, but a role model who paves the way for others by showing that true success comes from staying true to one's values, no matter the cost. Number 12. Embracing solitude over social convenience. For the Sigma female, solitude is not a sign of loneliness, but a chosen state of peace where she reconnects with herself, reflects on her life, and plans her future. She understands that not all social circles contribute positively to her life. Some might drain her energy or distract her from her goals. Instead of filling her calendar with events just to appear connected or to avoid being alone, she embraces moments of solitude. This allows her to clear her mind, focus on what truly matters, and maintain her mental and emotional health. While others might view her choice as isolation, she sees it as essential self-care, enabling her to return to her social circles refreshed and more in tune with her own needs and aspirations. Her ability to enjoy her own company reinforces her independence and ensures that when she does choose to engage socially, it's meaningful and enriching, not just obligatory. The life of a Sigma female is never simple. It's packed with challenging choices, each demanding she put her personal development, tranquility, and principles ahead of just fitting in or brief pleasures. Sigma females are not ones to dodge tough decisions. They welcome them, aware that each choice pushes them closer to the future they are diligently shaping. Whether it means leaving situations unresolved or valuing self-respect over affection, Sigma females commit to their own value, even if it means standing alone. Their distinct qualities are their clear vision and moral strength. They know that their unique kind of success doesn't come from taking shortcuts or settling for quick fixes. It involves sticking to what's real, growing personally, and maintaining inner peace, despite how tough the choices may be. Every Sigma female realizes that these difficult choices mold her into the person she is destined to be: bold, straightforward, and relentless. If you're watching this, maybe you're a Sigma female too, or you have the potential to become one. Pause for a moment to recognize how strong and tough you are. Remember, the tough choices you're making right now are building the groundwork for your future. Accept any unease, have faith in your path, and keep on choosing the way that fits best with your true self. Your story is exceptional, and each choice you make shows your distinct strength. Continue on your journey, and remember to click the subscribe button for more motivating thoughts. You can do it. Thanks everyone for watching. Catch you in the next video. Bye, stay blessed, and as always, until next time.